So, welcome back everyone to the channel. Today is episode 2 of Jobs Around the Boat. Going to make it into a little series because there's a lot of jobs to come in the springtime, where we actually tackle some paint jobs and odd things that we need to do, and a lot of TLC because the boat has taken an absolute punishment over the winter through the locks, and yeah, it's going to need a lot of work. So there's going to be quite a few of these videos to come in a few months. So I hope you all look forward to them. They're going to be a bit different than this one. This is more like inside the boat we're doing. So in this video we've got quite a few things that we're going to do. First thing I think is repairing a shelf. So that's fallen apart, so I've got to repair that, and then I'm going to put a 12 volt socket on my desk so I can charge things at night, and without the inverter on. Also going to put in a porthole in this wall which is right behind me, which I'm trying to cover up with my head not to spoil it, because obviously I don't want you to see the final thing yet when you're going to watch this. Also need to build a couple of new cats on board signs, because if you watch one of the recent videos we lost ours and we needed 2 anyway. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to build Mum a new shoe shelf, because her old shoe shelf was a bit rubbish, a bit botch. So I'm going to make a much nicer one with a nice bit of wood that I found out of the bins. And I'm going to use the old wood and the old shelf to make 2 new cats on board signs. And I think that's it. There's a couple of other little jobs mixed in as well. But yeah, hope you all enjoy. So here you go. This shelf is falling apart because someone thought it was a good idea to put a shelf behind the fire. Not me. But the fire's sort of almost burnt it, because it's not really real wood, it's plastic around it, it's liner, I don't know what you call it. But yeah, as you can see, it should slot in there, but I don't know how I'll get it back in there, so I'm just going to put 2 screws underneath and it should support it. First I've got to clean a bit of screw each side underneath here. That should hold it up. Probably didn't see that, you probably just saw the back of my head, but there's one screw. And I should put one over here. Not the prettiest job in... hang on. Woo! Not the prettiest job in the world, but let's fix the shelf. A little line down here, but no one can see that, so I'm just going to take it off. Hopefully that should hold the shelf up. Dad says he's going to do these jobs, but he never does, so I'm doing it for him. So guys, just ignoring any noise, we've got a small little storm going on called Storm Eunice at the moment. Only tiny little thing, nothing to worry about. But today we're doing a little job. As you can see, this is a 12 volt port, and I've got one over there. As you can see, my USBs are plugged into, and that's where we're going to get the power from. So we're going to open it up, run a wire along the bed underneath the gunnel, underneath here, and it will go into the back of this, powering this 12 volt port. The reason I need this is because of my Jackery. I need to charge it at night sometimes, so I'll put it into that port there, because sometimes I'm editing late at night and editing the video, rendering it out. The inverter goes off because Mum's asleep in her bedroom back there, so I can't have the inverter on to charge through 240. Jackery's already run out of power, and the laptop will run out of power if I don't charge it, because it's rendering the video. So what I need to do is obviously have power in my room so I can charge the Jackery in my room without going into Mum's room, because she's got a port in there. And the trouble is with my USB one over there, it's just a USB one, so I can't plug it in. I needed one like this. So what I'm going to do is put a little hole in the desk back here, and then we shall have power through the Jackery. And also I can put USB ports in there because there's no USB chargers over here on the desk. Well, there is, but obviously only 240, which most of the time we have the inverter off. So yeah, I need to just do a little hole for this. Obviously I can't do it with the diameter of that because that needs to slot down in the hole. So it needs to be the diameter of this. There's a bit here, so I can't hit there. So I think it should be able to go just about here. I think that'll be fine there. So just draw around this circle, and there we go. There's a little circle. Now the only thing I have to make a hole is this. Isn't that big? But we do have bigger ones, I think. Problem is they're in the engine room and I don't want to go out in that storm and try and get it. So I'm going to use this, and it will do. It'll just take a bit longer. So I had to draw a new circle a bit further away from the wall because I didn't realise the gunner would get in the way, but it did. And doing it just with a drill bit is going to take forever, so I'm going to try and do it with a jigsaw. I don't know. So here's me hole. Bit misshaped, but I think I did my best with the jigsaw in such a close area. Such a small hole. Really what you need is one of those drill bits that is like a certain circle. You can just cut right out. We do have some, but I don't know where they are. And there's my hole. I know a lot of people will be telling me, oh, you're doing it all wrong. But in the end, I've got my hole, okay? And it doesn't look too bad. There's a few little notches here and there, but that's pretty good for an app. So here's where we're going to put the new wire in. Obviously got to take this off. There we go, that's open now. I need to wait for Dad now. That one's tight. This is going to be a job up this end. Just wiring in the 12 volt now.
I wouldn't watch because it could go quite wrong.
It's on. I think it's all wired in now. Someone's messing with it.
What are they messing about with now?
Someone's checking the charging port!
Yeah, but it's in, isn't it? Is it the little flap on the top?
Yeah, it's biting it. It works. Works.
There you go. Now all we've got to do is put this back in the wall. It's properly now.
So we've got some of this glue again. Just going to glue this in. That's the last thing.
Or silicone in.
I have to do this glue.
Because when you put something in and pull it back out,
yeah, it's going to come out.
the whole thing will come out with it.
Put the wires in. You can see it, but I can't do nothing about that.
You can only see it a little bit from up there.
It's all
The
tucked
other way you
underneath
can
the
do
bed.
it is drill a hole underneath the thing, but then you've got to watch because there's...
Yeah, it's dangerous. That is.
But it's not just that, you've got the diesel pipe But inside here, you've got all the 240 cables.
Let's put some glue around this rim here. Don't need too much, just a little bit each side. There we go. Alright. That should do it. I think that should do it. It's already holding. Good stuff, that glue. Anyone wants to buy some. Really good stuff.
Right guys, look what I got. This is... Oh my god. I'm trying to speak to the camera. Last video, Mum, everyone could hear you chatting. So yeah, I got this. This is a little porthole, as you can see. This was 20 quid off of eBay. They did 15% off. And this was the only one that had the deal with it, 15% off. The rest you couldn't use the code. I wanted a black metal one, but this white plastic one will do. Because the black metal one's about 30 quid. So I didn't want to spend a lot of money. As you can see, it opens right up and the hinge holds it where it is. Any position. The cats can crawl through this as well, which is cool. The main reason I got this was a couple of reasons. One, I don't get a lot of light in my desk area, and it would be nice to have a window at my desk like that. But unfortunately I don't. And in order to get a bit more light, I'm going to put a porthole right there. And I planned this all the way back in about May or April when we first made this wall. As you can see by this little hole here, which marked the centre of where I wanted it. And now we're finally doing it. And also I have my jackery here. This is to charge the jackery by 12 volt. Usually I have my jackery there, but I can't because I can't get the wire there, it's not long enough. So with this, I can put the jackery above here and bring the wire down through the hatch and then through the porthole here, which you can see the hole. It's actually going to be a little bit higher now, so I can see a bit more light. And in the summer when it's really hot, I'm going to open this up. A nice breeze will come in. So in order to cut the right size hole, we need to take this bit off, which comes off. And then we need to just trace around this, the inner circle. And I don't know if I did this intentionally, but there's a cutout here because in order to get a jigsaw in there you need to make a cutout. And I'm not sure if that's intentional, but luckily there's a little cutout there, so I traced around that as well, and that's why we can make the first cut for the circle. And we've done this before with this porthole, so we should be able to do it. As you can see, it's quite good because it can work with any thickness of wool. Why is there a hair there? I don't know. But the wool isn't that thick, so it'll only be like that. It's a bit rough. Should do. We're going to drill those little holes out after.
Yeah.
That might do it.
Yeah.
Need my glasses.
Yeah, I think you do need your glasses.
blade doesn't hold in the thing like it should anymore.
Yeah, the jigsaw's a bit had it.
So what it does, the blade springs out now and again like that, and then you've got to try and get it back in again. Okay. It won't fit first time. There'll be a problem.
No, you need to redo that, make it a bit wider.
What, ticks all wide?
Yeah.
Try ticks all wide now.
There's a little bit here that needs to be cleaned.
Ticks all wide. Josh! That's a snug fit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not quite in yet.
Isn't it? If not, we just have to take some more off.
Oh, nasty.
Ticks all wide. Prevention. What's causing it now?
I think it's because we went at an angle. This is incline now. In here.
Oh no, that's the jigsaw. Ticks all wide. Is it in?
Yeah.
Can't see. Oh my god!
I think to walk away from that.
I went in and looked, and he just looked round the corner at me.
Oh.
What?
You can see a little bit of the.
No, what about that? See that? There we go.
So we're just going to put screws in now.
Baby!
We are going to put bolts in, but that means we have to drill all the holes.
Baby!
So we're not going to do that because the other side it's wedged in anyway. We don't need to hold it in, so we don't need to put screws on the other side. We just need to put screws on this side because.
It's up to you if you want to put screws on the other side. You might
No.
finish it off nicer,
Yeah.
having the stainless steel screws in.
So I might put screws in just for show.
Yeah. But if they're too long, they'll meet each side, if you see what I mean, in the middle.
Yeah. Go.
Interesting.
Like mixer and that, innit?
No, I've got to move the mixer to one side because it's.
Spray the mould then.
You need a couple of detox really, but this is just bleach and water mixed together. It's because of your leak.
Yeah, I know that's part of this job. So I think he's done it because there's paper towels and stuff here. But I wasn't able to film it. Just put some marine grade sealant in there. And hopefully that should stop the water coming through and underneath my bed, creating all this mould. Oh, it's you! Alright. What are you doing? Put the bird boxes together. Well, it's the first time anyone's heard of this. What are you doing?
I've repaired these bird boxes from Grandad. Turned that one into a tawny owl box. It's had a great big hole. That one's quite big really, but I've turned it into a blue tit. I put this wire on there to stop the woodpeckers, because the woodpeckers raid the nests.
Oh.
So I put wire on there, just enough to allow a blue tit through. But we're gonna...
What's it called? What's the acronym for it?
An acronym? What's that? Bird Box Britain.
Yeah.
We're just building bird boxes out of scrap that we find by the
BBB.
roadside or whatever people have dumped.
Yeah.
And then we're making bird boxes and putting bird boxes up.
And then let us know if you see him.
Yeah, because on Spring Watch, Chris Packham and that was talking that there's a massive surge of blue tits and great tits, which is great, get it? But they're taking all the nesting sites, what few nesting sites there are for the willow tit and the marsh tit. So this is the sort of environment you find those sorts of tits in. And other birds will use it as well. I'm going to make some robin boxes and wren boxes, so it's just giving birds a little helping chance really. Nesting boxes mean more birds, so and all this wood would have just been burnt or thrown away. So
So yeah, we're just gonna make bird boxes and stick them up, and if you see them, let us know.
yeah.
Right guys, so this is the next job, and guess what it's to do with? You never guess. I mean, it's nothing I've ever done before. It's about shelves. Yeah, I'm doing shelves again. That's all I seem to do, is make shelves. I'm a shelf maker. It's a professional occupation, didn't you know? But as you may have noticed in the last video of this, I was talking about replacing Mum's shoe shelf, and today we're going to do that, because here it is. As you can see, conveniently today one of the legs has fallen off. Now these legs are quite useful because they can be used as like stands and stuff for signs, of which we lost our cats on board sign, and we needed two anyway, one for the front, one for the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these poles and I'm going to make cats on board signs out of them, and probably use this old ply here as the the sign itself. But I might also, I don't know, I might make a bookshelf out of one of them. I don't know yet. But anyway, I've got a nice bit of wood I found at the bins the other day out here, which I'm going to make into a new shoe shelf for Mum, which will be a lot nicer. And I found another little bit of wood which I'm going to use for the legs. It's only going to be 1 story high instead of 2, but you can put stuff underneath it. So, and she says she's getting rid of some shoes. So yeah, let's go build Mum a new shoe shelf. First of all, to start with, just my mattress is in there because we're doing a job in my room, which you've just seen. Well, you saw a bit of it because Dad did it without me. But move all these shoes and stuff up here, get them out of the way, because we're going to take this apart first, and then we're going to move on to, it's not just a shoe shelf, it's a random bits and bobs shelf as well. Look, yeah, even an oil filter. Move all these old screws. Those ones at the back are bolts. For some reason I put bolts in, I don't know why. It's something to do with the brackets, but I've got to get an Allen key to undo those. But I'll just undo the screws for now. This is the only Allen key set I could find, and it doesn't have, the other, it doesn't have the owl, so I don't know how I'm going to do this. Because, oh dear. This is one that came out of my bike set. Oh, shite. You know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew it from the wall first.
Jesus. That screw's completely bent. Let me put it on this one. Don't leave it in. So that's them both off. There we go. And I don't know what to do next. Now it's going to be a lot easier for me to remove these bolts, which I will do off camera because it's a tedious job. So first things first, I'm going to cut this. I'm not going to cut it in half. I'm just going to cut equal size signs to write cats on board, you know what. Drill driver already. Jigsaw. That's probably good enough. Yes, actually. Certainly wasn't the straightest cut in the world, but it's vibrating. Hold it there. It's not the best thing to do on this table. That'll do. Who cares? It's to be fancy, doesn't it? I do like to think of myself a bit of a perfectionist, though. That's why I'm trying to make these signs both the same length. Probably about perfect size. Right. That bit is. It's going to roll about because it is a circle. That's better. Right, so there we go. This is one sign done. Don't need to show you the other sign because it's the same process. So I thought this might make you guys laugh. Cats on board, please put your on the lead. Oh no, I've got a white spirit all off. God almighty. There we go. 2 cats on board signs. As you can see, tried with white spirit with this one, but it didn't go well, so I turned the yaw into dog. It's a bit messy, but it works. And I don't know which cat looks worse, but I'm sure everyone knows it's a cat. Right, the last thing I have to try and do is make it sharp, because it's fat at the bottom, it's not going to go in. My eyes. It's all going in my eyes.
That's that side sharp. Just got to do the other side now. Hopefully that should be sharp enough. And I can do it for the other one as well. So this plank here is going to be the plank for, it's going to be the leg for the new foot shelf, shoe shelf, God. So 20, what is that? God's sake. Itchy face. So 20 inches, just 10 of course. Jesus Christ. Just going to chop this in half now. Too much of a problem. Oh my god, can you leave me alone, please? Keep it straight. Still didn't do it straight. It's about 4 or 5 days later now, and I got some sanding pads. That's why I couldn't complete the job. Needed to get some sanding pads. I got a different sander this time. Circular one's a bit rubbish, so I'm going to use this one now. I've got about 3 sanding pads here. 40 ply, 120 ply, and 320. Start off with the 40 ply. I've used this one before, so let's see. Seems to be working, not as fast as the circular one though. There we go. Silky smooth, lovely. I'm not going to do this side, it's going to be against the wall.
like on that side. Lovely and smooth. That's what it used to look like. So, it's quite a bit of a difference. I'm going to go underneath because you're not going to see that. It's going to be so low you won't see it. No point wasting the sound about all my time. Or the electric, for that matter. Right, let's go put it up.
That one in, one more. Lovely. And the legs are on. Quite easy actually. It's a really soft wood this is. I'm not sure what type of wood it is. I'm not a wood expert. But there you go. Now I've just got to attach it to the wall and the floor. Which I don't know how I'm going to do yet. So, the only thing I could find to attach them to the wall was the last two brackets here, luckily, because I don't have any of the silver ones left. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put them not at the edges, I'm going to put them in the middle. Not near the middle, but you know, just to give it more strength. Right. Make sure the positioning is perfect. Right, I can probably use, well, attach it to the wall with these Stanleys and I'll use a little one. Okay, I think it's about right. That is just, I cannot believe that. That's just sitting on there. Not even, it's like 1.1, I don't know, it's not even a millimetre difference. I don't know how that's not on there. It's ridiculous. But thankfully it's not, because that would cause problems with the legs. All I need to do now is screw it in. I'm just going to put two in down there. Ugh. It's so small. Oh, that's what she said. There we go. Where's the other one gone? I don't know if you cleaned on there, Mum. Ah! Oh. Yeah. There we go. Now the other one. And there we go, it's done. Much more better than the old one. Yeah, very strong as well. Now just need to have a varnish, I think. But yeah, that's good. There we go. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed that. Random jobs and stuff we did around the boat. Lots more to come, like I say. Some that are going to be a lot more outside and a lot more to do with the boat instead of just random jobs inside the boat, which could also be done inside a house. Yeah, so it's going to be a lot more to do with the boat itself. The next few videos in this series. But nonetheless, I hope you all enjoyed this one. And yeah, please like and subscribe. Subscribing is 100% free, if you didn't know. It's not like a subscription. It just helps us out. You'll be notified when we upload next. And maybe check out our Patreons and PayPal. Because any little thing helps us. So yeah, that is it. Alright. Goodbye guys, I'll see you next time.